everybody. Welcome once again to the Stevie B Show. As always, I'm Steve Bertarelli. Well, I am just thrilled to have my guest today. She's a local girl. She's from Medford, Massachusetts. She's a very accomplished and talented singer. I'd like you to welcome Miss Jillian Barrows. Hi, Jillian. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you. Now, I got to tell people this story. I've known you for about 7 or 8 years, right? And to me, I've known you as this very shy, quiet person, right? But then I found out you were a singer. And this girl, she did a performance at the Hard Rock Cafe in Boston, and I was blown away by it.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you're an excellent singer, and you actually performed 2 of your songs that you wrote. And the keyboard, and I loved your keyboarding skills too. It was absolutely.
Oh, thank you. That's sweet.
I was in shock. I said, "This girl's going to be the next Alicia Keys." I swear to God. But Jillian, tell me, can you tell us a little bit about what got you started in the music career? Tell us a little about it.
Sure. So music's always been in my family. My grandmother, when she was little, learned to play piano by ear, so she was always playing. And then when I was born, she played for me, and she would sing to me, and my parents played music in our house, a lot of 70s music. So I got really into that kind of style of music, and I also grew up in my church, singing church music in middle school through high school and college. And so as I started getting more into that, I started writing songs, and I showed them to some of my friends, and they thought that I had some potential as a songwriter. So I just started to do more of that. I first went to Suffolk University, and I participated in some of the bands there and an a cappella group. And then I realized that what I really wanted to do was music full-time. Mm-hmm. So I decided to apply for Berklee College of Music, where I'm currently there now doing songwriting.
Wow. So, now, how many songs have you written?
A lot. Probably like at least 50 at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So were you taught by any piano teachers, or are you mostly by ear?
Yeah, so I learned to play by ear like my grandmother. I kind of got that from her, I think. So, and then when I started going to school, I started learning more theory. So now I kind of do a little bit of both, but it's always more by ear for me. It always has been.
Where else have you performed?
I've performed at a lot of places in Boston, in Medford, Somerville. Most recently, I played at the Gulu Gulu Cafe with my friend Christian, who we're in a duo with called Intra Element. Mm-hmm. And I've played at places in Somerville, like the Aeronaut Brewery, so all kind of local.
Now, I also want to mention that Jillian is also going to be performing at the Middle East in Cambridge. You know what date is that?
Yep, so I'm playing the Middle East upstairs on April 25th at 8 o'clock. I go on last, so I'll be on about 10. So.
Yeah, I saw you, like I said, I saw you in concert at the Hard Rock Cafe. I was stunned. I was just this, you were absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I always wanted to know about this. I've always wanted to learn how to write a song. I mean, what does it take to write a song? What goes into it? Can you give any background on that?
Yeah, so writing songs is really about storytelling. It's like a personal thing. You have to really feel it in your heart. So if you feel really passionate about something, I usually write it down first, or I'll go to the keyboard and I'll kind of just play chord progressions or like a melody. And then I'll kind of try to fit in the story I want to tell with the vibe of the melody and the feel of the song.
Are there any of the songs based on any of your real life experiences?
Some are, yeah, and some are kind of from other experiences I've seen where I've watched others in my life and kind of gotten a story out of that. So one of my most recent songs is actually about a movie that I saw, which I'm going to play for you today.
Oh.
And it was very moving, so that kind of helped in writing a song when you're really moved by something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the biggest thing about songwriting.
Yeah. So you told me during your concert you actually did a song, and one of your favorite actors was Alan Rickman.
Yes.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yep, so that's the one I'm going to play for you today. So I wrote this song from watching a movie that Alan Rickman was in called Truly, Madly, Deeply. Mm-hmm. It's a movie from 1990, so it's kind of old. It's a British film. Mm-hmm. And it's about, he plays a man who dies unexpectedly and his girlfriend just can't get over it. And he comes back to her as a ghost. and he tries to help her kind of get over the loss and move on. So I kind of wrote the song. The song is called Truly, Madly, Deeply, and I kind of wrote it pretty much about that film and the experience.
Oh, that's what. Now, other than the Middle East, are there any other upcoming shows that you're going to be doing?
Yeah, I have some in the summer. I'm going to be playing at Berklee College of Music again. It's going to be like my senior recital there. So I'm going to be playing in one of the buildings there. I'm also going to be playing the Fenway Porch Fest in June with my band.
Park?
So
Oh, wow.
yeah, in the Fenway neighborhood.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So I've got a few shows coming up, and I'm probably going to be recording my EP, my debut EP this summer.
Are you signed to a record label? Or?
Not yet. I'm hoping to soon. Probably
People,
once I'm
sign
done.
this woman up, please. Please.
Thank you.
Jillian, if anyone wants to get in contact with you, I mean, is there a website you could go to, or anything you like to discuss?
Yeah, so you can look at all my music and my performances on my website, jillianannmusic.com.
Okay.
I also have a Facebook page, facebook.com/JillianAnnMusic, so you can get all of that stuff there. You can follow me on my Instagram at it's Jillian Ann. So.
Jillian, I also want to ask you, what were some of your music influences growing up?
So a lot of my influences are kind of from the classic rock 70s era, because that's kind of what my parents grew up listening to, and they always would play it in my house. So people like Carly Simon, Linda Ronstadt, Ann and Nancy Wilson from Heart, those are kind of like my biggest influences in their music. They're women in music, so it's really, they're powerful women in music, so they kind of helped me shape myself as a woman in music.
Oh. Now, I got to ask you, we mentioned the Hard Rock Cafe show that I saw you at. How did that come about?
It was pretty lucky. So all I did was I emailed the management, and they had looked at my music that I sent them on my website, and they thought that I would be a good fit for a show there. So it came about kind of just that simple, and the show went really well. So now I'm working with them to help them book more Berklee artists like myself to perform there. So I'm kind of like their student promoter. So.
Now, you mentioned you used to sing in church. If you don't mind me asking, what church was that?
It was St. Francis in Medford.
St. Francis,
Yep.
oh,
I
yeah.
sang there for about 9 years with the music directors there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you're on stage, I mean, do you have any rituals? Do you, like, get nervous, or...?
Yeah, I'm a pretty nervous performer, but once I kind of get on stage and I get more comfortable, that kind of goes away after a while, but yeah.
What was the first time you performed in public? Just to let.
Oh wow, that was a long time ago. It was probably when I was about 8 years old in the second grade at the St. Francis Talent Show. I remember exactly what I did. It was an Avril Lavigne song called
Avril Lavigne?
Yeah, it was called Complicated. That was the first time I ever sang.
I can't picture an Avril Lavigne song at a Catholic school. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think.
Little punk.
Oh my.
Little rebel.
No. Yeah. So. What was the name of the song you performed, Avril Lavigne? What was it
Yeah,
called?
it was called Complicated. It was from one of her first album, and I got up there and I sang it to the track. So it was kind of like singing along with her voice, but they kind of lowered it to make it, more like my voice was being heard more. So, but yeah, that was like the first time. There was a lot of people there too, and that kind of just got me really like into wanting to sing more.
Yeah. Did you always want it to be music, or was that one of your goals, or did you wanted to do something else when you were growing up?
Yeah, I had different interests growing up. I liked to play sports a lot. I played softball and basketball, and I thought that one day I was going to be a pro basketball or softball player. But then I started to realize that music was kind of more what I wanted to do, especially when I was singing in church. And my music director there, Oksana Bereskina at the time, I like to name drop her because she was like one of my biggest influences growing up and singing. She kind of helped me realize that I had some kind of potential and to keep pushing in music. So.
Now, did you accompany the choir as well as sing as well?
Yes, so I sung with the choir together, and I also was a cantor at the masses, so I sang some solos at some of the masses during holidays and things like that, and I also did that in high school too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, when I saw you in concert at Hard Rock, I was just blown away. I've known you for a little bit of time. Like I said, she was this quiet, shy little girl, and I don't mean to say little girl, but you know what I mean. But I mean, and she blew me away. Like I said, she was fabulous. She was absolutely fabulous. I couldn't get over it. Anyway, Jillian, we're going to you're going to be performing for us soon. Can you tell me like what are some of the songs you will be performing? What's the first one you're going to perform?
So the first one I'm going to do is a song I wrote when I was about 18, so a little while ago, and it's called Julian, not to be confused with my own name, Jillian. So that's a song that I wrote when I was about 18, and still to this day, it's the song, like it's the favorite amongst my audience when I always perform, and people want to hear that one. And I'm going to be also singing my latest song, Truly, Madly, Deeply, which is about the movie Truly, Madly, Deeply from 1990 with Alan Rickman.
The one with Alan Rickman?
Yep.
Oh. Hello, I'm Alan Rickman.
Great impersonation.
No, it's not that good. So we're going to take a look at that. So guys, we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, Jillian and her friend Kristen are going to perform for us, okay? So stay tuned.
My name is Jillian Barrows. I'm accompanied by my guitar player, Christian Colgrove, also in our duo, Intra Element, and I'm going to perform my original song called Truly, Madly, Deeply. Believe in the afterlife? Do you believe someone's watching you after they die? My love of all time, you made me lose my mind. I cried for you all day and all night. Then you reappear saying, don't cry, I'm here. I love you. Truly, madly, deeply I do. I love you so much I can't let go of you. I love you, I love you. Truly, madly, deeply I do. I love you so much I can't let go of you. Will you play your cello for me, and I'll dance? Sing a sweet old melody like it used to be. 'Cause the sun ain't gonna shine anymore, the moon ain't gonna rise in the sky. Please just kiss me with your lips like ice, then I'll be fine. I love you, I love you. Truly, madly, deeply I do. I love you so much I can't let go of you. I love you, I love you. Truly, madly, deeply I do. I love you so much I can't let go of you. Jamie, baby, won't you stay a little longer with me? Jamie, baby, please don't leave me again. Jamie, baby, won't you stay a little longer with me? Jamie, baby. And I love you, truly, madly, deeply I do. I love you so much that I'll let go for you. So the next song I'm performing is an original called Julian, and it's my latest single that I released that's out on iTunes and Spotify. So hope you enjoy. intertwined while I wait for you on the sidelines. She stares ahead, all vain and puffed up, and ready to blow now, now, glaring at the crowd with her vicious eyes, and I'm in disguise. Julian, Julian, please don't pass me by. Julian, 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 can you hear me cry? Julian, Julian, I reach out for your touch, but she blocks it away with her icy gaze, yearning for the happiness. You're an angel in my eyes, and she's pulling you away like a black hole, baby. No, 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 no. You seem so gone and I'm alone, walking miles and miles you go, and I'm here cold as stone. Julian, Julian, please don't pass me by. Julian, 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 can you hear me cry? Julian, Julian, she's not for you, I'm here for you. Can it all just come together now? Whoa, 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 whoa. Your smile is there when I am here, but with her it's only halfway there. Julian, Julian, please don't pass me by. Julian, 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 can you hear me cry? Julian, Julian, whoa, Julian, don't be blinded by the beauty, blinded by the beauty, blinded, blinded, blinded. Julian, no.
So this is the first song I released in my solo career, and it's called "The Man That I Love."
The man that I love is far away. He's in my dreams, but never stays. Upon the hills the sun will shine, the day I get to call him mine. The man that I love is far away. The man that I love, he
incredible.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Thank you so
Can
much for having
can I give you a kiss, please?
Yeah, of course.
Mwah.
Thank you.
I told you this girl was talented. Well, Jillian, I want to thank you, and Christian, I want to thank you for being there. You're a great guitarist, and that's all the time we have for the Stevie B show. If you want to know more about Jillian and her music production, you go to her website, jillianandmusic.com. Is that right?
Correct.
I just want to make that sure, okay? Thanks again, Jillian, and thank you once again for joining us on the Stevie B show. So until next time, see you later.
For you, I'm here for you.